Hello everybody, FunkyTiger27 here, and welcome to another video on the Jellydisc server. And today, we've got a Guardian farm and shaders. So, yes, this giant box you see here is indeed a Guardian farm, right? Underneath, they spawn in the giant Guardian temple that I did remove, and I had to buy a conduit for. Right? And then, they get sucked all the way up to here, and then they go down to a kill chamber. And yes, water looks really freaky weird in this Guardian farm. I'm fully aware of that. Let's get out of there. So I tried making a versions video where we went through the process of this whole thing, but it was unfixably boring. It was so bad. I would never watch it. It was so boring. So instead I decided we're gonna actually make the main focus of this video on the war, right? Where I suspect they're all building bases because nothing's happened in a long while. But I want to make some predictions, do some interviews with people, and get to the bottom of some of these mysteries. It'll be great. It'll be fun. Let's get right to it. So the first change we have is that we've got some heads on the board. Over on the Central Defensive Jellydisc is now what they want to call themselves. It's a strange name. We've got J-Master, who's actually changed his skin again, but I'm not getting a new one, I don't care. Kargra Zoom, YT Chosen None, and Only Pickle. Over on the neutral side consists of FunkyTiger27, I don't remember his username, Jacket Warrior, Sacreds, and Ducky5. Over on Hitman and the boys, we got Rollblade Mike, Gamers201, and Hitman, which has... I'll explain why that's a question mark. Because in my last... Not my last video, a few videos ago when Gamers201 was recruited, the back of his head looked weird, you know? So I added that as a question on my board, and then two more questions got answered if I remember correctly. Like, were there any reason why was B2575 kicked out of the other team? I'm thinking these two are actually related, and that would also show why B2575, that would actually show why BB left. And then, also, why has he been in talking about videos? I think he's trying to show that he's a good guy, because he really tried to show, like, a little demeanor about how he was the good guy over J-Master. And, honestly, as the person who doesn't like him the most, probably, I genuinely think he's not trying to do anything malicious. Or he's doing a really good job of what he's trying, right? Because he seems to be trying to just exist on the server, and J-Master is coming in here and being like, hey, get off. Being kind of like an overwhelming evil figure. So I'm going to give their team a chance to speak for themselves. We're going to do an interview, come back, organize our thoughts, and see what we find out. YT Chosen None. Welcome to my office. I'm Sherlock Tiger.
Hi.
So, we start with our little array of questions I have for you, right?
Alright.
So, for a little bit of background for people who don't know, you joined J-Master's team, and you guys call yourself the Central Defensive Jellydisc, is that correct?
Yes, we do.
Alright, so my biggest question is why you decided to join J-Master, because he doesn't seem like the leader type guy.
Pity.
Pity. That's why you joined him?
Absolutely. And money.
Money? He paid you too?
Yes.
Huh, interesting. Huh, I'm glad I interviewed you first.
Yeah.
If you'd mind disclosing, how did he pay you?
Well, basically, he didn't pay me off start, and then I told him some plans, and he then immediately ran away to go get his money for me.
Ah, I'm guessing you threatened to join the other team?
No, I more or less just threatened him.
Ah, okay, I see. So you joined via pity?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, what do you think your team's odds of winning are? Because it's a very clunky team, you know? You've got
Extremely
J-Master
high.
as the leader. You joined out of pity. Cargo's Doom is only there because J-Master and them are related. And then Only Pickle only joined because he was paid.
Oh, I think we win 1,000%.
Really?
No, I would say 99 out of 100%.
Okay. Well, what do you think of your opposition?
I think one of them is the Master of Deception. I think the other one is
There's 3.
oh, there's 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the third one, Gamers 201, absolutely irrelevant.
He's pretty inactive. That's true.
Yeah, he's just not a problem.
Okay.
Rollerblade Mike, Master of Deception, and then Hitman is Hitman. So
What do you mean Hitman is Hitman? Would you elaborate?
uh, he is just, you don't really know much about him. I definitely don't know much about him.
Yeah, this whole area has been dedicated to finding out more about him. He's never actually been seen in a fight, so you never know. He might be better than Michael.
Maybe. I doubt it though.
Yeah, me too. But you never know.
Maybe.
So, what do you actually think of Hitman himself? Because your team is all about, like, he's evil and stuff, but you joined out of pity and not based on beliefs.
Yeah, well, when I joined the team, I did not know anything about him. Again, I simply joined out of pity. Then I actually did some research amongst different members of the server to figure out their point of view on this. And yeah, I just don't think his beliefs should be on the server.
What are those beliefs?
Just there's just so many. I can't really explain it. There's just too many. I'm just not a huge fan of them.
Alright, that's fine. I myself have been trying to find more about him. He seems to just be an enigma at this point.
Yeah.
Anyways, if unless there's anything you want to say for yourself, you can go if you would like.
No, don't think I have anything. Yeah, I think that's it.
Alright, cool. I guess I'll see you later then.
Uh,
Alright, so we learned a few things from that interview with YT Chosen Nun, right? So why did YT Chosen Nun join J-Master? We now have an answer to that. It might not be an accurate answer, but it's the answer. Give me a second. Join J-Master. Oh, come on. J-Master, question mark. And that is because of pity. Lol. I'm gonna say lol last time because that's a really funny response. And it might actually be true. Like, I know YT shows up pretty well. I genuinely think that's actually his reason. I don't think he's just evading the question. That might genuinely be his his actual answer, honestly, right? Anyways. But there's a new question, right? He mentioned being bribed to stay. So, what did J-Master bribe YT chose? Oh yes, caps. Chosen None with? Which, good question. Well, YT Chosen None got nether armor quite a while ago, around about the same time my video got uploaded. It's kind of strange. So maybe with like new netherite gear for the war. But I don't know, it's just a guess without any actual evidence. But that's my guess. And you bet, by the end of this war, I'm going to ask all these people about all these questions, right? There'll be a big conclusion, see what I was right about, see what I was wrong about. Because I bet I've got some of these right. Like, I'm dead certain I got a lot of these right. Like this one right here, this investigative ability is why was BB2 by 7 5 kicked out. I'm certain it's because they thought BB2 by 7 5 was a spy, but I can't really be sure. But that's my theory. And there were more questions I could have asked, but none of them seemed that important to me, right? So yeah, those basically the things that we addressed with what YT Chosen None. So we're gonna go have an interview with Only Pickle and J-Master, which I think will yield a lot more questions and potentially a lot more answers. Hello, J-Master and Only Pickle.
Hello.
Sherlock Tiger.
Hello. Wow,
First of
dramatic.
all, I would
No,
like to
really.
say your suit is impeccable. Great taste there.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Same with you.
thank you, sir.
Hey, let's
You're
not
very
compliment each
So,
other. We're
I'm
here to
curious why you've entered this war, J-Master, because it seems like a decision you wouldn't make normally.
Cause I'm a crazy man and I like war.
So you decided to join a war trying to rid someone from the server because you feel
Yes.
like
Indeed.
you
And
realize,
because I also and because he's also a menace to the world.
It seems like this whole Hitman's a menace.
After his recent actions.
What reason? You don't know what happened, and you're deciding to
But I've
take this guy-
I've heard many rumors from many people on the server that he wasn't a very nice person
So
and that he terrorized everyone.
So you're basing your hatred for him off of rumors.
And plus he's ugly.
So you're bringing physical appearance
That is a valid argument.
into why you're starting a war.
Exactly.
Well, Sherlock Tiger, you can't say that he's the most prettiest person on the server.
I agree. He needs some skincare. But
Yeah. I mean,
can
we
you
can-
actually have you actually looked into any of these claims?
I mean, I've done some exploring. I've seen some war bases on the place.
How is looking at these war bases going to help you in your decision?
To get some info.
Okay.
Don't really those
I'm
things.
sure a giant hole in a mountain that has been blown up will truly help your investigation.
I mean, it might.
Anyways, only Pickle, I asked you a very similar question, right? Why are you in this? I know you were paid to be in this. After all, you are a mercenary for hire.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind, would you mind elaborating on how so you were paid?
I'm not gonna go into the very much details because the minion man over here probably wouldn't be the greatest happy with me. So, I was paid pretty well.
Pretty well.
He was paid a hefty amount.
Hefty amount. Well, it certainly couldn't have been diamonds because I know J-Master here is quite poor and has complained to me about this many times.
I've gotten a bit richer since then.
Nice.
By Richard,
I'm
I mean
quite a-
wasting all
I
the
am-
diamonds on me.
Now
Shut up.
you've made me curious if these pile of diamonds are still solid.
Are they though?
Indeed, they are solid.
Anyways, I'm just shifting topic to this point. Get back in your seat. Hey!
Solid.
Put those back, you piece of Joey.
Man, we're not here to. I see that diamond block.
Put that back. I know the
These
exact
are
amount.
mine. These are mine.
I know the exact amount of
Here,
diamond blocks that
I
are
gave you
here.
extras. I gave you extras.
After this investigation, I'm going to check that I have the exact amount.
I had these before. No, I had 11. Why do I have 10?
I mean, I can't back that up. When he did go to visit, he had some diamonds on him. So.
Get back.
I had 11. Wrong seat.
Anyways, only Pickle. I know you're in this war for money and all, but do you have any feelings on why this war is being fought, and do you agree with J Master's views?
Oh, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, Sherlock Tiger. One day I got really bored, and this guy hit me up. He was like, "Hey, I got money. You want to fight in a war for me because it's cool?" Yeah, that's kind of how I got dragged in. I don't really know a lot of the ideas behind it. I know some of them.
He's just in for the money.
Yeah,
and for the fun.
and I'm bored. Yeah.
All right, so I see. So, do you have any opinions on Hitman himself, though?
Yeah, and he doesn't look too bad of a guy, but
All right.
my colleague here is saying something else. So.
All right. Well, in this last interruption, as you may put it, of whatever they're called when he sneaks into my videos, it showed you saying something kind of suspicious to J-Master towards the end. Something along the lines of, the day will come where violence will solve our problems, which really makes it sound like you two, well, let me say, the leader might not be who it seems.
Let me
Elaborate on that.
Well, the leader seems to be J-Master, and I said you
Indeed.
too, and the leader might not seem to be who it seems.
I don't know.
I mean, does government seem like? I mean, do governments seem like they seem they are? Exactly.
How
Everyone
does-
has secrets.
Well, I think you misheard of what I meant by one day violence will solve our problems. If you had watched the full, like, quote unquote vision, I guess we can call it,
Yeah. Yeah.
They were practically like insisting at that point that there was definitely going to be a brawl at some point in that vision.
Hmm.
So I was trying to calm him down because
I
he
see.
has some.
One of your teammates, your number 2 guy, has admitted to being paid to be on your team, and so is this guy over here. And how does
Hello.
that make you feel, especially considering the fact that the other team is very rich?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. They practically have diamond testicles.
It's pretty accurate. I know what Hitman owns. He owns like a full shulker box at Diamond Blocks, and I'm pretty sure Rollerblade Mike owns one of those too.
Matt's pretty dirt poor,
That's true, but
so
I think these other 2 teammates.
But I
more than
mean-
make
another
up for that.
teammate's got it covered.
Anyways,
I paid him
I
I paid him something very valuable to him that he really likes to have. So
Anyways, also J Master, when I had an interview with your number 2 guy, I asked him why he joined your team. You want to guess why he joined your team?
Because he was bored. I don't know.
pretty
He
sure
told me he
because
joined
wanted
your
to join.
team out of pity.
Oh, roasted.
I don't know. I might have to have an interview with my colleague.
Ooh.
Not this one, not this one, but the other one.
I'm glad I interviewed him.
I was gonna say that interview wouldn't go very well if it was me.
Anyways.
You, I trust. I just my other one. That's the question.
Anyways, J Master. So, based on pure skill, if you didn't have only pickle, what do you think your odds of winning would be?
Oh, they would get destroyed.
50-50.
No, you'd get destroyed.
Yeah, without only pickle. If you didn't have only pickle on your side, what would be your odds?
Probably like 20.
20.
10.
20 out of what?
10 out of
Out of
90.
100.
20? Okay, that's like a 1 in 5 chance, so clearly only pickle is the main bulk of your strategy.
I boosted their team up by
But do
like
you
maybe
really think only pickle
100%.
can carry an entire team of 3 stumbling morons?
I mean, he isn't really
You're stumbling
caring, right?
moron. That says enough.
I mean, I'm not a moron. My brother's a moron.
Do you want to
Sure, but
rethink that?
Owen. I'm not a moron. You're a moron.
Anyways,
Say
considering-
one more thing about me and I'll
J
leave
Master,
right now.
Especially considering war is more
You're
than
you're
just...
you're a really good
J
man.
Master, I would appreciate your full attention. War is more than
I
just...
don't know.
War
I was
is
just
more,
insulting him.
way more than just fights. It's how you play, your strategy, and how you trick the other team.
I mean, we have a pretty good strategy that I would rather not speak of, but we
I'm
have a
gl-
decent
I'm
strategy.
glad to hear you have a strategy. Now,
Now you do,
anyway,
but back then
I
you
think I'm
didn't.
going to conclude this interview. I would say this is done. Goodbye.
Oh, it's a great interview, yeah.
Alright, so I think that interview answered 2 questions of ours, right? There are a few questions I asked that they didn't want to give me answers to, which made sense. I would give them a disadvantage in the war after all if they answered those. But we did get some questions right up here. Being, is only pickle in control, and why did J-Master start this war? The answer would be no, J-Master is the leader, apparently. And he's basing this off of rumors, which I think gives you a pretty good, which pretty much just, shows why I don't think his team is gonna win. Because of that kind of leadership. That's why I doubt his team will win. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking I might expand my conspiracy board, as you people might call it, and go over things we've learned and the new events. See ya then, I suppose. Alright, so we've got some updates on here. We got some weird stuff going on. So as we left off, we had the death of Hitman. Not sure if it was suicide, if it was a murder. Don't know what the hell that was right here. We don't know what Rollerblade Mike wants from Hitman. We know why Gamers is in this. He wants money. We now know why J-Master joined this. Basically because he felt like it, which seems like a strange reason to go to war to me, but oh well. We know why YT Choice and None joined. He said his reason was pity, and to someone who knows him, that seems accurate. And also I think we have why BB2575 joined nailed as well. And that's because of my question from earlier of spies. She was kicked off the team, so I'm assuming it's because they thought she was a spy. And then we have these two over here, where we had this is simply just a declaration of war, very clearly. You can see the hitman's trying to play himself off as the good guy. Don't know if he is. I don't care too much, honestly. So, and then, what's his skin? His skin looks very different, like, from before. Like, I designed his original skin. The back of the head, dude, it's just green. I don't know why it's purple. And I asked them about it. They didn't say anything about his skin being different, though it is possible that I didn't show them what his actual skin looks like. So, maybe I'll do another round of questioning there about the skins. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, that skin thing feels weird. I don't know, something just feels off about it. It just feels off. Anyways, that's what I've got for today. I know these are like a weird way to end videos with like some stupid thing I made with a weird website. I don't care. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's taken me forever to get it out. I'm sorry. I'm bad at using my time well, apparently. See you guys later. Goodbye.